Okay, hi everyone. Michael here. Haven't done anything with Bant in a while, so I'm just going to do my third weekend league with that. So main deck wise, we're splashing for 2 Curious Obsession, 2 Staggering Insight, and the 1 Fairy Time Reveler. Sideboard wise, we've got access to Spell Pierce, which is a more powerful version of Mana Tithe, but although it can't hit creatures. Other than that, I've kept in 2 Gristbones, 2 Cartouche of Solidarity, 1 Spider Umbra. Like the Cartouche is to, and the Sentinel's Eyes to allow you to attack while you've got Curious Obsession up so it doesn't fall off. Staggering Insight's sort of a more powerful effect, but it's more expensive to get out, so I wanted to split between the 2. Yeah. So come across and we'll jump into a league. Although we'll select the right deck, shall we? Oh, we've got Bant there. Yeah. So that's the one we've got here. Yeah. Okay. Submit that. There's our play points. Yeah, so I don't think we wanted the basic forest in our sideboard, in our main deck land base, so I removed that from my previous list that I had up for a second Razorverge Thicket, which should hopefully help us out a little bit against Burden, Mono Red Prowess. Still got 1 Waterlogged Grove, 3 Horizon Canopies, 2 Hallowed Fountains, 1 Temple Garden, a basic plains, a basic island, and 8 fetch lands. Alright, we can keep this. No totem armor, but yeah, it's definitely keepable. Alright, we're up against Amulet Titan. He might just be going off pretty hard here. We'll see. So we got Dried Mana, yep. Plays a Radiant Fountain, gains some life. Gets a Tribe Scout as well. Okay, so let's get the Hallowed Temple Garden. We don't need to let them know about blue just yet. I mean, we don't get any advantage by using blue mana yet anyway. So we'll fetch a basic as well. And yeah, we'll look to obviously suit up our core Spirit Dancer and smack face, and hopefully he doesn't combo off into a Prime Titan in the meantime. Against something like this, I think I'd prefer having Stubborn Denial to Spell Pierce in my sideboard. Okay. He's going for the Summoner's Pact. He's got the Primeval Titan. Does he have enough land to go crazy? We'll just yield, see what he does. He might do the wrong thing. So you got like an Azusa as well, and a bounce land. So he hasn't played an additional land yet. Here he's gonna get Valor Cult and a thought he was gonna get the zombie land, Fetid Pools or whatever it's called. Yeah, it gives Primetime haste, and then he can go and fetch those other things. Yikes. Gets double Valor Cult. We're like super dead here. We can play it out, but we're not recovering enough next turn to the stage where we like beat him, so no real point. Alright, so probably want these. Teferi's not very good. We might want some amount of Spell Pierce. Force of Vigor seems a bit narrow to me. We'll keep in Staggering Insight to play around that land disruption. Engineered Explosives. Need to take something out. Take out Curious Obsession and Cartouche of Solidarity. Sure, we can keep this. So we've got 5 blue cards in the deck. It might be worth getting Hallowed Fountain. We take an extra 2 damage to do it this way, but could be worth doing. Other than just being switched off casting it altogether. It's got turn 1 Amulet, 2 games in a row. That's pretty good. Alright. So we definitely just go for core here. And hope he doesn't like Azusa into Druid. That would be really bad. Just hope he doesn't play Primetime or something. Azusa into Primetime. Alright, we're not dead. We'll start with the Ethereal Armor. Don't see a point of Sentinel's Eyes just yet. Alright, so we'll now get the Hallowed Fountain and cast Sentinel's Eyes. If he wants to trade for this Glade Cover Scout, he can. I don't think he will, though. Cool. So Engineered Explosives on 1 would get us pretty hard. But he'd only be able to kill our 1-drops or our Core Spirit down. Like, we're left with a creature at the end of it. So what, now we can play Druid and then have 2 lands come into play. There's the explosives. He's put it on 2. And he's just gonna pop it now, is he? Okay. Well, that's fine, because at least we get our stuff back and we can attack this next combat. We might even be able to kill him here, maybe. I think we put him on 1. What? So that one there. So we put him to 1 exactly. I guess maybe I should have played the Spider Umbra instead. Play around a second Engineered Explosives. Guess if he spends another turn blowing this up, we can then play the Spider Umbra. Dryad. Is that all he's doing? Because we just attack and win. If it is. Is he doing like Force of Vigor or something? So we could do Force of Vigor, both Rancor, Anger Spoon, and Chump Block. But now we just Rancor over the top of whatever he does, unless he's got a second Force. But he can't. Okay. We'll kill the Dryad first. So now he's left with like one card in hand and a draw. Cool, we get there. Having seen how that plays out, I don't really like the Spell Pierce. I might want these Force instead. Especially being on the draw. This is okay. I think we can do better though, because we've got a double up on our 1-drop creatures and a Dryad Arbor. This is slightly better. Bottom the Glade Cover Scout. Look to draw land in our first 2 turns. Opponent's got turn 1 Amulet, which is always fun. Alright, so we draw land. Must have played like 5 leagues on green white and not come across this deck once. Play Bant. Oh, that's it. So have you got the Druid as well as the Azusa? Yes, you do. Yikes. And they've got Rot Farm in hand, or Gruul Turf in hand. I mean, they don't necessarily. They've got Gruul Turf in hand, right? So they don't have the Primeval Titan. So we can start getting aggressive here. Next turn we can play out our whole hand and gain 9 life, deal 9 damage, gain 9 life. Alright, well he drew Summoner's Pact, so that's fun. And we just pretty much lose to that, I think. I mean, it's a really good draw. Really, really good draw. He had like his 3 best ramp effects as a one of, and then he had the land he needed, and then drew Summoner's Pact to get his creature he needed. There's no real playing around that, but this thing's going to get haste, and we're going to take a bunch of damage to the face off Volocult triggers. We may or may not survive. So he didn't get any more Valacolts, but we're just taking lethal here, I'm sure. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21 damage in a turn. Cool. Alright. Well, we lost. That was a pretty big high roll from our opponent, though. Perhaps a slight misplay boarding in the Spell Piercers in Game 2, but we took them out for Game 3 and didn't hit the Force of Vigors that we needed. Sure, we can keep this. Lead on Temple Garden. Opponent's mulligan to 5, so that's a bit unfortunate. They're on the draw, so it's not that bad. They'll get to go back up to 6 with what they draw from on their first turn. Ooh. Wow, he's down to 4. That's a bit more off. Can only assume he's doing some sort of wacky combo deck when he mulligans that hard. Like if you got your Juns or something, right? Like you see a combination of land and non-land and you're like, alright, we can make a game happen. If you got something like this or Infect, it's like you need your combo pieces. Dredge. Could be Dredge. Oh, it's Tron. Okay, well. They literally just need their Tron sources. I don't see any reason to show my Hallowed Fountain tech here. I don't want him to know that I'm on blue and play around Spell Pierce. We don't need it for this hand anyway. So you got the second Tron piece, and then you can crack map for the third. That would suck. Eldrazi Temple, and okay, good. So our opponent, we drew a second white source as well. This is excellent. This is really excellent. Our opponent didn't cast Chalice on 1, which is good for us. We get to attack for 11. I don't think he can come back from this. Just like way too aggressive off the bat. Had a really good hand. Surely you're just dead. Cool. So we want to bring in the Force of Vigors. Spell Pierce probably not. Like, maybe. We probably want 2 because they'll have Khan the Great Creator, and we want to stop Khan the Great Creator. Other than that, I don't really think we want too much. We definitely want to leave Teferi in because it stops. It will destroy Chalice the Void and also Ensnaring Bridge if they get that off Khan. Curious Obsession's probably a bit weak. Flying's excellent. Vigilance is excellent. Cartouche of Solidarity's weak, but if they have Spell Sky, it's kind of good. Alright, well we haven't seen a Spell Sky yet, so let's take one out. If not, we can put one in for a Staggering Insight, but keeping Staggering Insight is good. Because it gives us a 2-drop that doesn't get countered by Chalice on 1. Alright, we can keep this one. We need to put something on the bottom. I feel like it's probably Spell Pierce. This hand will look awful though if he goes turn 2 Chalice on 1. It's like the deck's mode is just do that every game. Ugh. Except for last game. I probably should have played the Misty Rainforest here. Although we did get Daybreak Coronet, so even if they go Chalice on one, we can unload Staggering Insight. And then turn after play Daybreak Coronet. Here it is. Our nemesis. Alright, so here we are really looking to not get hit by Thought-Knot Seer taking away our Daybreak Coronet. If Thought-Knot Seer takes away our Daybreak Coronet, we're in a much worse spot. Ballista on one's okay. Alright, so we've assembled our cards. Actually, another good argument for bringing in Spell Pierce is they have Alder's Dust, which can really cause us a lot of issues. So not being affected by that is always a good thing. Or they could just draw Blast Zone. That's cool too, you know. Wait, is he cracking it in response? Sure, whatever. Get our Dryad Arbor. We drew a core, which is good. Alright, so we only get to attack for one this turn, and next turn we can get a lot more draw triggers happening. Sure. I love versing this card. We all know my love for this card. Snaring Bridge, you got it. Oh, we don't have a Alright, let's attack for Khan for one. Make sure I clicked on the right thing. And then we can play a Boggle or Scout, have it countered, and then that can be Sentinel's Eyes fodder. We'll keep the other one in hand for if we draw Force of Vigor. Our opponent forgot Relic gets countered. Okay, so we'll just continue with our drawing plan. Actually, that's wrong. I should have, alright, we've almost gotten out from the lock. Actually, we can get out from the lock here. How do I want to navigate this? Do I just play Teferi plus? Attack Khan for 1, I guess. Because next turn we can bounce the Ensnaring Bridge and attack through, and we have a Griff Spoon in the graveyard we can attach onto our Core Spirit Dancer to kill the Khan. So, as long as I don't have a Reality Smasher, we're okay. Yeah, instead of casting Sentinel's Eyes the first time, I should have activated Griff Spoon. Alright, that's okay, because we'll just Griff Spoon over the top of that thing. Although this is only like a temporary solution for stopping the Ensnaring Bridge, hey? We could wait. Alright. What's our opponent getting for 2 mana? Oh, sorry. For the Khan activation, I'm assuming 2 mana. Sorcerer Spyglass on Teferi? Well, that's irritating. Yikes. Alright. Let's do the first. Can be a cast our Sentinel's Eyes for a draw. I've still got an island left in my deck. Just throw away this as well. Alright, we didn't get there, so now we're going to get Chump Blocker mode on our Core Spirit Dancer. Like, we still have enough draws that we're seeing more of our deck, and we'll eventually get to this Force of Vigor and be able to destroy his stupid stuff. Alright, well, goodbye Sentinel's Eyes. It was fun while it lasted. Yikes. Well, I'm glad that thing can't attack yet. So, let's get a Daybreak Coronet out. Core Spirit Dance is pretty good. Now we can get 2 draw triggers here. We still don't find the card we need. This can't fetch for anything, so there's no point playing that Windswept Heath. And he's got Blast Zone on 1. Oh, come on, man. That is so shit. And we didn't draw an Aura. We'll get rid of Waterlog Grove first. Alright. Cast. Come on, give us something. Alright, at least it's something. He might try to cash in on both Core Spirit Dancers here. So playing down the 3rd could be wrong. We'll get another draw happening though. Alright, we are being like outrageously unlucky here. Holy cow. And we still didn't get there. I don't even know why they've got this. I guess they treated it with the Khan. So we'll get rid of these fetch lands which can't search for anything. And just creature. That's the second time they've played a card to get counted to their own chalice. Seems kind of loose that they keep doing that. Alright, we've got a Griffspoon though, which is good. And a Sentinel's Eyes, alright. Alright, we finally drew one. Holy crap. So now I feel like we put this on our Dryad Arbor and look to get him next turn. What a grindy game, my goodness. Alright. So cast by exiling a green card from my hand will get rid of Chalice and Sorcerer's Spyglass. Alright. This way, when we're ready, we can bounce the Ensnaring Bridge and we won't die to a Reality Smasher in the meantime, because our life total is quite low. Yikes. It's been a bit of a grind this game. I think we can just kill him this turn because his Blast Zone's on 2. Got a Sentinel's Eyes in the graveyard as well. We'll just keep casting these 1-mana auras. Cool. Alright, we got there. Yikes. If our opponent wasn't so greedy on his Blast Zone, we wouldn't have gotten so many draws. Yeah, like, it seems a bit loose from them to be that greedy, but I'm not complaining too much. Sure. So we're 1 aura down, but we do have the line of, I don't like this, of if we get a Core Spirit Dancer hand, having Spell Pierce up. This is not the hand we're looking for though. This hand's pretty good though. We'll keep it. Get rid of a Daybreak Coronet. Hope to draw Spell Pierce for our first draw of the game. Did he give us the play? Wow, okay. That seems wrong. Wait, I choose to play first? I won the last game though. Why did I get to choose to play first? I am thoroughly confused right now. Oh wait, I lost the game because I emptied my library. Oh crap. Alright, well that makes a bit more sense. I guess I should have been keeping track of that. Got a little carried away, it would seem. Yikes. Alright, this is a pretty good and aggressive start. My guess is they've got Tron and they're going to do like Khan Ensnaring Bridge or something. Just pop the Ensnaring Bridge. Yes, sweet. This is perfect, and we just kill him next turn. So Ethereal Armor will add 5. And we draw a white source, but we have enough damage regardless. Cool, got there. Alright, I'm gonna pause this video, guys. I've got to go to soccer, and I'll finish recording it after. Okay, back for another one. We're versing Noxay on the draw. That's pretty good. Misty Rainforest needs to get Temple Garden. Alright, it's another Amulet Titan deck. It's a pretty bad draw then. So I guess best draw would be like an Ethereal Armor next turn, or any white or blue 1-mana aura. Cool. Yep, you got your Dryad, you got another land. Yep. Alright. Guess we just go aggressive here. Next turn we can cast Daybreak Coronet and Curious Obsession. Alright. Hopefully they don't have prime time and it's just the Dryad. If they do have prime time, they can now cast it. Of course they've got prime time. Of freaking course. This is so dumb. So dumb. Just ban castle and then this will be way less. Like, this is a turn earlier than it should be. Castle is so stupid. Way too strong. Way too strong. Alright, looks like he's just got a million Velacolts. We might be alive here. Alright, he puts us to -1. Cool. Fun game. Got absolutely freaking destroyed. Alright, so forces, paths, dismember. Spell Pierce is pretty medium. Curious Obsession is pretty bad. Might just take out. I want to take out Staggering Insight, but then I'm just so weak to Engineered Explosives. Guess I can just say if they got EE, GG. To be honest, this version of the deck actually might not be running it because they're much heavier on the green. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright, so we got no blue in the deck, so there's no advantage to getting blue mana. Although we will be forced to get it at some stage if we want to curve out mana wise. Watch our opponent get the turn 1 Violent to turn 2 Dryad or Azusa plus Dryad. I'm ready for it. It's not as bad. Cool. That's a good draw. Alright, so if they want to block this, that's fine. We're saving Dismember for Dryad. Cool. Alright, we've drawn a good collection of land. I guess land and dismember. Oh, all they've got is Steve? Okay, that's fine. No need to crack Misty Rainforest yet. Gained a lot of life here. So if he goes Hardcast Search for Tomorrow, Landscape Shift, he might get us. One, two, three. He's only got 7. He'd need 1 more mana to get us with that. So maybe he wants us to just concede to the Scape Shift, but like you don't. I think he needs 1 more mana. I'm just gonna yield. Oh, he's got Field of the Dead out. So is he looking to Field of the Dead and get enough lands to have enough chump blockers to survive a turn? I guess that's kind of smart. So if they make a mistake with their blocking here, we can kill something and trample through. They've currently got 14 toughness. Look, seriously, we've drawn nothing. Holy moly. Hopefully they only block with 5 and we can kill one and go through. Alright, they're blocking with all 7, so we can kill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 will deal 2 damage to us, so that's fine. We'll have... This is insane. Got that many auras in my deck and I can't draw to it. Alright, let's thin the deck a little. Let him know about our blue, I suppose. Oh, fat lot of good that other creature does. Or if they just block with 4, we can dismember one and kill them. I guess we should have fetched Dried Arbor as well and just attacked, actually, if I counted that properly. We would have had him dead. Alright, we've got there anyway. He sees we've got blue. I really don't see too much to make me want Spell Pierce, honestly. Yeah. Alright, let's run it. Probably not worth cutting a core because I might want to exile a 1-drop creature. Destroy an Aether Vial. And if I don't have a second creature in hand, which could be that 4th core, then I'm going to be a little bit sad. Alright, yeah, we can keep this. Turn 1 Vial, Abzan Grazer, sure. Or Boreal Grazer, however you done say it. Alright, I'm just gonna play a land and pass and then look to dismember his thing. I smell a Dryad. I'm probably winning off Core Spirit Dancer more than I'm winning off Glade Cover Scout. Is that all he's doing? Cool, alright, that's fine. Sure. Goodness gracious, I have not drawn well this league. Alright, hopefully he doesn't play Dryad and then blow up Core Spirit Dancer, because that's going to be sad. I really don't have a route to victory outside of Core either, so... Like, double Rancor and a Scout or Bogles not going to get us there, clearly. Goodness, a Valor Cult? Alright, I smell a prime time next turn. Okay. Beautiful. Right in the darkest hour, we got a Daybreak. Alright, now if they have prime time, they can get 2 lands, they can maybe attack and then we block and kill. I don't think they've got a straight line to just get us here. Because like Core's too strong at the moment, he can't just cast Primeval Titan and then shoot it down. He needs to cast it and then attack, and then he still can't shoot it down. Oh, that and it comes in tap. They don't have an amulet. Right, yeah. I'm a doofus. So I'm guessing he doesn't have like an engineered explosives in hand or a force of vigor, or he would have just played it. Summoner's Pact for Azusa or for Druid. Rex Sage. Oh, Rex Sage will make the Rancor fall off. And then we get double Rancor to help draw us there. So obviously he targets the Rancor here if he knows what he's doing. Get rid of the Daybreak Coronet. Unless they want to deny us that draw trigger. But that seems loose. Yep, you got it. Hey look, we drew another one. It's a little bit funny. Alright, let's get the Hallowed Fountain. Alright, there's the Ethereal Armor. We can put him to 2. And then he's in the same position he was in before. So he's got to pay for a Summoner's Pact now. That's good. And then he's got to somehow get out of this with access to 3 mana max. I think he's just going to do this and concede. Cool. Alright, we got there. Like, he super load rolled on that 3rd game, I think is the only reason we got there, but yeah. I guess I'll take it. I think that version of it is, like the Scape Shift version's a little easier than the Bounce Land Amulet Titan Azusa thing. I like it when not all their lands tap for 2 mana. Alright. Okay, we can keep this. We got some card draw. And we got some really powerful 1 mana auras. And if we ever fall behind, Core can maybe get us there. This isn't the same person we just versed, was it? It could very well be. Or if not the same person, the same deck. I guess he didn't have a land that came in untapped. This is a different player because he's got the bounce lands. So it's 1 less damage, but if we fetch out here and do core, we draw the same number of cards, but we get a core on the board. Which seems pretty worth it to me. So we get to see 1 more card for 1 less damage. Alright, we should just be able to kill next turn. So Azusa into Bounce Land, Druid, Wood, and then Primeval Titan. Okay, no, he's not got it. Good, good. Alright, plan seems pretty good. I'll lead on that. What am I doing? Ethereal Armor. Oh wait. Okay. So try to get them both big enough that it just kills them. So then this one here, and then another spider, a hyena umbra over here, and that'll be good enough. We'll go Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe we shouldn't give him the information, but yep. Now we've got 2 creatures that kill. So never got a Rancor or a Griffspoon, but we didn't need it because we had the second creature out. Alright, so rid of these guys. This is the deck that will bring in or will have engineered explosives. They might not have Druid. I think they do, but they might not. Might bring in 1 Spell Pierce. So what are we taking out? The Curious Obsession, the Teferi? Yeah, sure. Test this, see how it goes. The Spell Pierce might get Engineered Explosives, or stop him from casting it in the same turn. Or whatever other relevant card. This hand seems okay. So I don't love it. On the draw, we get to see an extra land though. And we do have lots of Totem Armor and Core Spirit Dancer to do aggressive stuff. Gruul Turf. Alright. So now that we've seen 2 lands, we probably don't want to see another one. So we can get a Hallowed Fountain here so we have our colours. They already know about our colours. Go Bogle, pass it over. Next turn we can either suit up our Bogle and attack for an unexciting 3, or we can go Core Spirit Dancer. They don't have an Amulet, so I think we can go Core slightly slower and then beat them. Alright, let's attack for 1. If they trade, I'm okay with that. So next turn we get to go Yu-Gi-Oh mode. Hopefully win off that. If it comes in as a copy as Gruul Turf, doesn't it tap the other Gruul Turf? Oh, Razorverge Thicket. Okay, he's copying my land. That makes sense. Alright, we don't have very many blue cards, but a Counterspell is blue, so I might start by tapping the Razorverge Thicket. It's strictly worse if we draw Rancor though, which is probably a reason for not doing it. We draw Griffspoon though, so that's pretty good. Do I want to play a Hyena Umbra? Probably. We saw an extra 2 cards there plus our draw step, and we didn't see a third land, so hitting 1 more land would be okay. Possibly 2, just because we're drawing the extra cards off core. Curving out is obviously important. So he might be considering blocking the Slippery Boggle here and trading. I don't think that's correct. The fact he doesn't have Amulet, like, this needs to be his ramp spell. And he hasn't got like an Abzan Abolisher or whatever they were called. Alright. This is good as well, because he might not be expecting the Griff Spoon to give us flying for the win. Maybe holding off on the Griff Spoon was smart, because he needed to hold on to this. And yeah, I think in disguise, even though I didn't think of it at the time, in disguise it was smart. So that's flying, and it'll be lethal. We'll play other stuff in case they've got Force of Vigor. Wow, we still didn't draw a land. That's 6 cards later and we didn't hit a second land drop. Beast Within. Well, targeting core. Well, Totem Armor is very handy. Maybe I should have put the other Hyena Armor on core. Then core would have been dealing enough damage to kill. Core would be dealing exactly 11. Alright, that was a bit of a misplay. I didn't expect a Beast Within though. I expected Force of Vigor, and that was about it. So they got the prime time here. It sort of sets them up for next turn, but then we just attack through in the air. So they need Prime of Time plus Force of Vigor. Or Nature's Claim. Because these lands come into play tapped, right? And then he can't do anything. We just fly over the top. So he needs interaction. Yikes. Good card. I guess I gotta take into account they couldn't play a Beast Within this deck. How did they even block enough things? They literally need Force of Vigor. So we need to set up a board state so that if they cast Force of Vigor... Oh, we can just counter it. What do we care? Alright. Let's give this some Totem Armor. Yep. And... like, I don't think anything matters here, because we still get in for... Oh, wait, no, I should be putting that on the Slippery Boggle, sorry. But they still need a block. A lot. Yeah, I should have put the Sentinel's Eyes on Slippery Boggle. That was a mistake. Alright, so we just counter this in response. Lethal? What did they exile with the Force of Vigor? A Summoner's Pact, okay. Alright, that was awkward. It sort of felt like my opponent didn't know what a good hand looked like for his deck, because he kept some wacky stuff that sort of did nothing. Maybe it was good, he just needed to draw something, but it didn't seem amazing to me. So that's, I haven't seen Amulet Titan in like 25-30 games, and I've seen 3 in one league now. Yikes. But we've beaten 2 of them. Five wins, 3 losses against it. Yeah, we can keep this. This hand's got a lot of good stuff in it. I really like it. Reversing like a Jun variant. Well, we can win through. There's no need to concede just yet. And my deck didn't want to do its thing where it gives me a 1/1 hexproof creature after it gets thought seized away. Okay, that's interesting. So what could they be holding up here? They could be holding up like a Remand, Drown in the Lock. And if it's Drown in the Lock, they can just kill our Core Spirit Dancer. Or counter our Core Spirit Dancer. I don't like that very much at all. Well, I don't think we want to let them know what our new card is, so let's take the extra damage. Okay, I guess they've got Fatal Push or a Drown in the Lock to kill it or something. Yep, cool beans, cool beans. Oh, is this this like Reduke's deck? No, it's got Astra Core but Astra Blade. Okay, because Reduke did like a Saltai deck where he played a whole bunch of wacky different stuff. Probably taking the cartouche here, right? Staggering Insight, okay. Yep, Euro. I thought we'd see Euro. Sure. Sure. So that's his deck. It's done its dash so far. We'll cycle this to look for a creature. That does get me Dryad Arbor. So we can go Dryad Arbor and then Cartouche and Hyena Umbra. Okay. This deck suddenly, this game suddenly become manageable. He'd need like a double kill spell to get rid of Dryad Arbor, and then we still have a warrior token we can go for. Hopefully he doesn't have Cryptic Command, that would be so BS. Alright, he's getting Fatal Push back. So if he's got like Snapcaster, he can go Fatal Push, Snapcaster, Fatal Push. Which he can because this fixes his mana. He's casting a second Euro though. Sure. Alright, so we want to make this as hard for our opponent as possible here. I might get a basic land because my life total might come into play here. So neither creature has totem armor at the moment. I think the more valuable one is Dryad Arbor, because if they have Abrupt Decay... Oh wait, no, Abrupt Decay might still get me. Let's just split it like this though. So both creatures, we get to attack for 9, and then draw a card. Okay, Rankle. Excellent. We can potentially attack through and win this next turn. So you're just casting back Euro? Yeah, that's okay by me. Wait. Yeah, there's the escape. He's kept Fatal Push, so he might have Snapcaster Fatal Push. Or he might be looking for Snapcaster. Yikes, this is like a pretty close game. All this card draw from these two things is... Seems like the deck's real to me. I might as well play around a Mystical Dispute. Alright, let's put it on the Dryad Arbor. That way both creatures will be 6/6s. And they can both attack. And hopefully we don't get blown out by Snapcaster Fatal Push or just a Fatal Push, but I don't think we can play around it. Alright, that's not too bad. As long as he didn't draw something there. Really? Far out. You've got to be freaking kidding me. How freaking lucky. Holy crap. What a load of baloney. Absolute load of baloney. That is so disgustingly lucky. Like, he didn't have it in hand. He had to draw it off of the freaking Cottle trigger. So, I feel like Graveyard Hate is going to be good here. I feel like Counter Magic is also going to be good here. One core can probably get shaved, and then Griff's Boon's not that good against the Cottle, but it's good against the rest of his deck. Probably just trim on these Curious Obsessions and these Staggering Insights. They're probably less important than our actual cards that do stuff. Like, I need First Strike, I need Flying, I need Vigilance. Well, maybe Vigilance is a little bit weaker, but... we can keep this, but we need to draw auras that are different to what are in our hand. And we need to draw a second land for Rancor. For Daybreak Coronet, sorry. No, yeah, this is okay. This is better than what I thought it was at first glance. I didn't see the Daybreak. I thought it was just Rancor. This is fine. Yeah, that was so BS last game. Literally played it perfectly and still didn't get there. Cool, so he's got the IOC again. Awesome. I think Leyline's probably overboarding here. Maybe we want it on the play, but... Goodbye Rancor, sure. Well, we can't get Rancor back anyway. Let's just take this time to get Rest in Peace out. If he wants to force a negation it, it's fine. Yeah, cool. Got another... Oh, it's an Astrolabe. Okay. Although he could still cast a Thoughtseers off of the Astrolabe. No? Another Astrolabe. Gotcha. Alright, we got counter magic, and we can cast our Daybreak next turn. I think on the draw I'll take out my counter magic for some ley lines. What could he possibly have? Has he got Vendilion Clique? Is this card so busted it lets this deck play Vendilion Clique? Right. Well, that actually almost gets us. We do get the basic planes, so we are still okay. And we can still cast this. Really need to avoid a Dead of Winter or something. I guess we can maybe counter it, but Supreme Verdict would be bad because we can't counter that. So you got the... well... maybe that was wrong. I should have let it resolve and then cracked my Waterlogged Grove end of turn. Alright, if that's all he's got, Rest in Peace is pretty good here. Oh, hello. And we attack for lethal and win. Okay. Well, that wasn't the best navigated game, but our hand did line up very nicely against our opponent's hand. Alright, let's get these ley lines. Get rid of these Spell Pierce. Well, I kind of want Sentinel's Eyes after seeing Tarmogoyf. Just remove one cage, maybe. Leave it to the number of cards coming in are 6. We've taken out 1 creature, 5 auras. We've got a good density happening. I'd keep this if I was on the play, but I think I want at least a second land or a ley line. Yeah, cool. We got our ley line. Alright, not the draw we're looking for. We can hold off for a turn 3 Core Spirit Dancer here. They've applied no pressure. So hope to draw a land, really, and then play turn 3 Core Spirit Dancer. The other line would have been crack Misty Rainforest for a Dryad Arbor, and then play Core Spirit Dancer and hope one of the 2 creatures survives. Alright, let's get the Dryad Arbor, do that line this turn. I feel like it's worth going for just the Glade Cover Scout here. We'll play the Ethereal Armor because we can play the Rancor off Dryad Arbor. Alright. Turn 3 Glade Cover Scout. Better than getting Fatal pushed. Dead of Winter. He's got 3 snow permanents, so that sucks a lot. All non-snow creatures, so this thing lives. Alright, cool. And yeah, our deck doesn't want us to draw us there this game. It's a shame. We might as well go for this now, because we don't have a Dryad Arbor to fetch out or anything. He's got 6 cards in hand. It's very unlikely we get anything going our way here. Alright, another snake. That's okay. If snake's all he's doing, I can beat snake. Might lead on, if I get to my turn, lead on Rancor. Represent the Spell Pierce. Euro's fine. He doesn't have any black mana here. Give me a land, give me land, give me land, give me land. We get Totem Armor happening. That is a land. We can... I don't want to go Daybreak Coronet here, it seems loose. Alright. So now we can attack for 10. Oh, thank goodness it was not Petty Theft off of Brazen Borrower. Now our toughness is out of range of Dead of Winter, so that's pretty good. I'm really surprised he did not have the Fatal Push or Drown in the Lock. He's got 8 snow permanents. If he adds 1 more, he can Dead of Winter us. Or he could just Cryptic Bounce. We are dead to so many things. Far out. Maybe they're just holding a handful of discard, so we need a Fog, another Cryptic, a Snapcaster Mage, a Brazen Borrower / Petty Theft, Fatal Push. We need to Fog so many things here. I don't think that we want to crack. Alright, we got the Boggle. We don't have any flying yet. We have 1 Grispoon left in the deck. So if we go, what, get a basic island here. okay. Then we have the ability to tap 5 mana. I think we've got to go for Core Spirit Dancer, because we need to get some way to block flying. Alright, we're just dead. Like, we've got this. This isn't going to be good enough because we're only on 2 life. Kill ourselves. Die the honorable way. Alright. Well, that's a 3-2. Yeah, cool hand, man. So, literally, if he didn't have that Assassin's Trophy, we would have been fine. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Well, we versed 3 of the same deck, and then I can't remember what the other deck was. Finished up against that snow thing. To the Fairy did kind of nothing because there was no Eldrazi Tron main deck. Ensnaring Bridge nonsense, or Khan to tutor for Ensnaring Bridge. Curious Obsession was okay, it got us there once. I like Curious Obsession more alongside Sentinel's Eyes, just for like Stoneforge Mystic decks. I think 2 is probably the right number. Staggering Insight, I don't know how I feel here. It wasn't good against what we came up across, but it would have been good against like your Jund decks or your Burn decks and things like that. So I think it's still okay. I think the main deck's about where you want it, really. You could potentially trim out the Griff Spoons for another couple of cartouches or some removal. Yeah. Spell Pierce, I don't know if I like it or not. I don't think so. I don't think it's good enough. What's our other option though? We could go Stubborn Denial. It's probably a little bit better. I think Spell Pierce is probably a better main deck inclusion. Stubborn Denial is probably a better sideboard inclusion. Then we could get, what, an extra Force of Vigor, an extra removal spell. Go like the Dismember here. Something like that, or the extra Force of Vigor. I think it's a reasonable place to have the deck at. Yeah, it didn't quite perform too great today. I think the land base seemed like it worked well. When we had access to blue, we still had access to green for Glade Cover Scout. Or a base, maybe we could get a bit greedier, another Spider Umbra for something. Maybe the Cartouche. I don't know, I don't think it's too bad. I think it's requires more testing where it is at the moment, before I definitively say where I want to go with it next. But yeah, thanks guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I don't think Force of Negation's where we want to be at the moment, at least not in the online metagame. You would have seen tonight against 3 of the decks, it would have done literally nothing. It might have been okay against that final deck we versed, but yeah, then again, Stubborn Denial would have been pretty good there too. Thanks guys, wrapping this one up here, see you next time.